107.5 The Diamond, your home for hip-hop and R&B.
107.5 The Diamond, where hip-hop shines the brightest. Diamond City's finest. You already know I'm your host, DJ Nas. We here, baby. Saturday, New Year's is coming. The vibes is there. It's there. We got something special for y'all today. Something special. He's an artist, gamer, streamer, CEO of Roseanne Records, and he runs the Keystone stage. Give it up for my boy, Dezypher. What's going on, baby?
Well, first thing I want to say is I do not own the Keystone stage.
Nah, I know you don't own it. Yeah.
I mean, I definitely did do a lot at the Keystone stage, though, and I could definitely tell you about some. I could definitely tell you about some shows. But like you said, we here 107.5 The Diamond, where they shine the brightest. You feel me? I love it. My name is Desmond. You all might know me as Dezypher, but yeah, I'm just here today. You know, just here to tell you all about some music, tell you all about me, and see what you got.
Hey, yeah, glad to have you here, man. Thank you for coming down. Let's just break the ice real quick.
Yeah.
How you feeling today? How you feeling
great.
this day?
I'm blessed. I woke up today. You know what I mean? I'm alive and kicking. A lot of people didn't get that opportunity. You feel me? I'm blessed. I can't complain.
I feel that. Saying, wake up on this beautiful Saturday. We just had this crazy snowstorm and everything. Was the drive good?
Oh yeah,
down?
today was good.
Okay.
Thank God it wasn't yesterday, because yesterday was pretty bad.
Bet. So, to get to know more about you, where you from?
I'm from New York. Like I said, I was born in New Jersey, but I'm from New York. You know, my dad's side of the family was over in Queens. My mom was over in Long Island, Freeport. So I bounced a lot between. And also, crazy little fun fact, my dad actually ended up moving to Arizona when I was really young. So I bounced back from Arizona, Phoenix, and New York, a bunch of times when I was a kid, before the age of 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You was on the West Coast. I want to go to the West Coast just one time. I've never been anywhere on the West Side.
I definitely feel like I would love to live in the West Coast at one point in time. I don't know. I feel like that'd be my vibe. But I love it here on the East Coast too. You know what I mean?
I respect it. Just not this cold weather. Yo, so what inspired you to start rapping?
So yeah, this is actually I love this story. So my cousin, he's also a member of Roseanne. Shout out to Ill Nature. He got a scholarship from 50 Cent.
Oh, cool.
For a full ride to college. And he used that to become an audio engineer. Okay. He got a degree in audio engineering. I remember my cousin called me over one time when I was in New York, and he was just like, "Oh, you got to come see the studio I built." I'm like, "You built a studio? That's dope." And I just seen everything. I seen the studio. I seen the the soundproof and all the mics and the speakers and everything. And I was just like, "Nah, this is awesome." And he was just like, "Yo, you got a MacBook, right?" He was just like, "Why don't you try making beats or something?" And right then and there, we I made a beat right there on the spot for the first time ever. Just made a beat, and then me and him ended up making a song. It was horrible.
And how much? and you didn't have no experience.
Well, I never had any experience in this directly. Okay. Growing up, I was always a band kid, a chorus kid. I was always involved with music, some shape or form. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I played saxophone, I played piano.
Get out the tenor saxophone or the alto saxophone?
I played all of them.
All of them? I was the alto saxophone.
Yeah, I've played from the sopranino up to the baritone. I've played all of them.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay, talented.
So, I mean, if I try to pick up one today, it probably wouldn't sound as nice. But, it's like riding a bike. You never really forget, and, a little bit of practice,
Right.
But, so, I always had music in me, but I never exactly knew what I wanted to do with it. And it was that day that I went to go visit my cousin, it was it clicked. It was this is what I want to do.
Okay.
This is where I want to be. And, yeah, we made a beat right there. We made a song. It was horrible. I'm not gonna lie, it was bad. But it was enough that made me want to be nah, I want to get better at this. I want to do this. You know what I mean? And I was 16 at the time. Mm-hmm. And then when I got to college, I was thinking oh, well, I've been doing band for all these years. I've been doing chorus. I know what I'm doing, with music and stuff like that. I don't need to go to school for music and stuff. So I went for business. Almost dropped out. Almost dropped out, was not gonna make it. I was just this is not for me. Yeah. And then, but I got rid of most of my gen eds, and then I was I need to do something or I'm not gonna make it. And they were go for music. And then I went for audio engineering just like my cousin did, and it was the greatest decision of my life. Honestly, I had
invested in yourself.
Yes, I had mentors and stuff like that, people that really just believed in the vision when they saw me there. And I learned so much because, like, again, like, you know, you're young, you're arrogant, and it's like, you know, you don't think that there is much for you to learn. In reality, you don't know anything yet.
Right.
And then it's just like, you know, it just opened up the doors for me, and I've just been doing it ever since.
Ever since. Since 16.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, what would you say over time, what have you learned from when you first started to now?
What have I learned from when I start from now? One thing that I will say is that numbers mean everything and nothing all at the same exact time. You know, so many people in this day and age are so caught up in the numbers, the likes, the followers, all this stuff. It does mean something because, again, it means that you are connecting with people, and that's beautiful. But in this day and age of social media, it's like it's not everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that have thousands to millions of followers that don't have a lick of talent in their body, but they know how to be in front of a camera.
Yes.
They know how to be here. They know how to show up.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And then there's people who are talented to the bone, that they don't even know that they exist.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's the one thing that I learned is like numbers mean everything and nothing all at the same time.
Yes. Now, I totally understand that, you know, because it's like, you know, when you're using social media as a marketing tool, yes, you're promoting, you want to, you know, try to push your music content, your art out to as many people as you can. But there is a handful of individuals out there who get, you know, stuck off the numbers, like, and think like it means something. It's like you got to have different avenues. Like I heard somebody say the other day, like when we're talking about celebrities, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're talking about somebody who's Instagram famous or somebody who's TikTok famous. A celebrity is somebody who you know from somebody from different sources of different things. Yeah, you're going to be good in this avenue of the social media part, but you got to also branch out into other things and strive in that as well.
Right.
That build you the person you want to be. I totally understand that. Numbers, they play a role, but it's not that much big of a role. I definitely understand that. You just dropped the EP just recently.
I did.
Expensive Taste. It had an expensive taste to it.
So this is actually a little teaser for the album that I've been working on. I'm so close to getting the album done, but I refused to not drop anything in 2025. And that's ultimately what it boiled down to. It was like, you know, I was like, I can either keep stressing myself out, like, you know, to the point where like I'm feeling sick and like all trying to get this album done, or I could just give y'all a little teaser of what I got right now and put the time, love, and care that it takes to put in an album. Because again, I never want to be one of those artists that just does thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like when I make music, I actually make music. Like I really care about my craft and my passion. So it's just like, I don't mind taking that extra time to give y'all a good product, because how dare I aspire to have anything off of this music if I'm not actually putting in my full effort, not actually giving it my all and giving it that intention that it deserves. Because again, anybody can make music,
right?
Especially in this generation, anybody can make music. Anybody can be in front of the camera. But
right.
Are you a musician?
Right.
Are you an artist?
Right.
I am. I can't speak for everybody else, but I take care of my craft and my passion towards it. And I just wanted to give y'all something for 2025. And I was like, I think y'all like this, and you know, give you a little tease of the album.
I agree with you what you're saying, because you know everybody could be a rapper, you know what I'm saying, but there's good music and there's bad music. I want to personally say to you, you make good music. It's unique.
I appreciate
it's
that.
Cool, calm, collective, and it has a very nice style to it. And it's something that somebody you can enjoy listening to it, you know, especially that Ain't Nobody. I have this song right here because I ain't gonna lie, I was playing it, and your self-reflections too, because I want to jump into that. The Birds, that was a very good one. But was like it feel like it ain't about the music.
Ain't about the music.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is I cannot wait to shoot that music video. Like honestly, there is so many layers to that song when you listen to it, and it's just like, because it's not like nowadays it's not about the music for people. It's about the fame. It's about the numbers. It's about what you can get out of music. But it's not about the music anymore. And it's like you can see it. You can see who cares about the music, and you can see who cares about what it can bring.
Yes.
And there's a big difference between the two.
There definitely is. I understand that. Listen, guys, you heard it here first. You already know 107.5 The Diamond, where hip-hop shines the brightest. We're going to take a small break. We'll be right back. .107.5 The Diamond, where hip-hop shines the brightest. Diamond City's finest. DJ and Nas here. We got Dezypher. Listen, amazing things are happening right now. He got some good things coming up. We're going to jump right into it. Dez, what can we expect out of you for 2026?
So, yeah, like I said, Expensive Taste was just the tip of the iceberg. I'm almost done with Expensive Taste, the album, which is going to be anywhere from 14 to 15 songs.
Okay.
You know, there's a couple still floating in the air.
Okay.
But, yeah, so that'll be done February the latest.
Can you name who's going to be up there? Can you name?
Oh, of course, I got my Roseanne people with me.
Okay.
I'm going to have, speaking of which, shout out to Diesel, Benji V,
Okay.
Legend Blue,
Ooh.
Ill Nature. You know what I mean?
Okay.
There's like shout out to the entire Roseanne crew. Grizzly, he's in the Navy right now. Thank you for your service. You feel me? It's like he produced the album. Like, you know
Okay.
what I mean? He's a hell of a producer. I mean, you know, I threw 1 or 2 tracks on there myself, but you know, like
Yeah.
he buckled down and he was like, hey, before I go on deployment and stuff like that, I got some beats for you. And stuff like that.
That's real.
He's like, yeah, I'm going on deployment. You know, I'm gonna be on a boat. You feel me? You can't
Yeah.
talk to me nothing. So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna drop you off a little something, and I hope I hear something from you. And I actually just got off the phone with him before I got in here,
Oh,
and
word.
he told me like, you know, because he heard most of the album already and stuff like that, and like, you know,
Yeah.
he knows what. Like, cause he knows what he sent me, and now he knows what I did to it, and he's just like, nah. He's like, I'm excited. So, album's on its way, and everybody in Roseanne dropping music. I want to let
Okay.
you know. They not so much with the social media stuff, but I'm gonna let you know right now. They've been working.
That's what's up. That's what's
I was
up.
like, the way how me and my team move is like, whether we're doing the shows, whether we're doing the social media, whether we're in the stew just working, we're working.
Grinding,
It
no
will
matter
work.
what it is, it's steps.
Right.
You know, now you don't skip no days. It's work. You know,
No
I
more
get
pointless
it.
days.
I get it. If you need like a little day, you know what I'm saying. You need to just recharge and replenish and things like that. But it's right back to it.
Put it like
immediately.
this: it's like whether you do a little bit in a day or a lot of bit in a day, do something.
Exactly.
Simple as that. Do
I
something.
like that. I like that. Now, personally, when you making music,
Mm-hmm.
are you a night session type of dude, or you like to get it done during the day and then go on about your day?
I'm not even going to lie to you. It's whenever the inspiration hits. It's like I feel like when you're really like an artist, it's like it hits you like the Holy Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
When you feeling that music feeling, it's just like I could be in the middle of washing dishes
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. I'll be in the middle of washing dishes. I'll be in the middle of pumping some gas and stuff like that. And there's just I started, you know, I was just like, nah, I gotta get back to the crib. I gotta get back to the crib right now. Right now.
I don't want it to leave my
Right
mind.
now.
Yo, oh my gosh. Like,
Yeah.
no, I don't be writing, but when I be making DJ videos, yo,
Mm-hmm.
funny thing with me, like, yo, it'll be 3:00 in the morning and I'll have a thought of an idea and I'm like, man, I gotta get up, pull the tables out, and
Mm-hmm. Yup.
hook all these wires, and I'm like, I already know.
When
like,
inspiration calls, you answer.
you know, because you
answer.
You sit in the back of your head, you analyze, you like, nah, you know this is gonna be fire.
Yep.
Because you know when you wake up in the morning, you're not gonna remember it the same way as
Right.
you thought about it, the original.
It has to be in the moment. It has to be when you
Exact-
feel it.
You see, you know.
I know my job hate me. I'll be over here in the middle of a shift. I'll be like, nah, I gotta write these bars down real quick. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get back to it.
Yeah. But I honestly though, I think if I had to guess though,
Mm-hmm.
of which side you would prefer, I would say night. Only because I feel like night, everyone's quiet.
Yeah.
You have room to think for yourself. Like during the daytime, everybody's doing their own thing. You
Right,
know,
right.
there's a lot of things going on. Nighttime,
Yeah, so I would say most of my sessions do happen more at night, but that's because all my friends are night owls. All my friends be up to like 2, 3 in the morning and stuff like that. Always up. I'm like, damn, don't y'all get tired? But like, it's all right, cool. But I'm also the type of friend that be like, people hit me up to play the game and stuff like that, and I'm like, but did you write that song though? Where's that verse though? And stuff like that. So it's just like, I'm like, we can hop on the game,
you're like, get to work.
but can I get that verse though?
Yeah.
Can I get
Hey,
that
I
verse though?
respect it. I respect it. That's what's up. That's how you do it.
And like, and you know, and the best thing about like my team that I love is that like we're all competitive.
Yes.
Every last one of us are competitive. So we compete with each other. Like, you know what I mean? We compete with each other. We will like, oh, how many songs you got?
Yeah.
Like, you know, because I'll be in my notes. I'm like, oh, I got like, you know,
I got
6, 7.
yeah.
I got a couple of you like, yeah, well, I'm at 45. I'm about to catch up. Like,
Even though that you're saying though it's competition, one thing that I'm seeing, y'all having fun
oh,
doing
yeah.
it. A lot of fun.
I mean, if you're not having fun, why are you doing it? Well,
Exactly.
we know why they're doing it.
Right. That's what's up. No, this is you
But
gotta have
seriously,
fun.
like, that's the purpose of it. It's not like, again, I don't make music because like I want to be famous. I want to be all this stuff like that. I genuinely enjoy making music. Like the music's in me. Like I got to get it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And stuff like that. And now if I'm able to buy my mama a house because of it, I'm not gonna cry about that.
Right. That's a milestone right there.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So
yeah. If you had to describe your life as a movie, what would you pick?
shit. I don't know if I would be able to describe it as a movie, but did you ever see the Wu-Tang TV show?
Yes, the saga.
Yeah.
My boy Davies was
I
playing
would have to pick something like that because it's like, yo, when I was watching that, it's like you see real struggle with so many talented people, and it just doesn't get talked about enough. It's like, yo, it's like when you talk about your pain and passion, everybody's like, oh, that's a great song. It's like, nah, that came from a real spot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That came from real events. It's like, and I love that so much because it's like, Wu-Tang and stuff like that. It's like they have very humble beginnings, very humble beginnings. And I like the story is just so inspiring. It's just like, and I feel like when it's all said and done, I feel like my story is going to be able to inspire people just like that. Because like our group, like, every time I always say like, yo, I feel like we're going to be like the next Wu-Tang. I feel like we're going to be something along those lines because it's just like we all come from that struggle and we all have that fire in us. And I just can't wait to see where it goes.
I love it. I like that. What is who does inspire you? Like, where does your inspiration come from?
I'm just a sucker for good music. Honestly, anytime I hear good music, I always think, I'm like, man, I want to make some music that makes somebody else feel like this. You know what I mean? Anytime I hear a good song, whether it's the top celebrity, artist, or it's somebody I met at a Turkey Hill that's like, yo, check out my SoundCloud link. You know what I mean? If it's good music, it's good music.
Right.
And I love that. Like, I'm always looking for new music. I'm always looking for, that next new song. And I just want to give that same feeling and excitement to other people when I drop music. Like when I drop music, I want people like, oh yeah, like he just dropped something. That's going to be fire.
That's what's up. If an artist, any artist could reach out to you and say, yo, let's work, who would you rather it be?
It's definitely been like a dream to work with J. Cole. I feel like that, I feel like Die Happy right there.
A Dez and J. Cole track?
You feel me?
That's numbers.
It's one of those. It's like, yo, like I've listened to his music for so long now. It would just be like a dream, just because it's like, again, you feel the passion, you feel the real. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like there's so many artists that make millions and millions, but it's like the real from the fake. You feel it, and it's like, yo, if I was ever able to get J. Cole featured, J. Cole, if you're watching this, I got some bars. I promise. I will not let you down.
Yeah. So now, J. Cole, I'm assuming, is your top artist of all time.
That's tough. That's so tough about music because, like, yo, artists are like anime characters, bro. Yeah. It's like Sasuke was obviously stronger than Rock Lee, but Rock Lee did put that man on his neck first episode.
Everybody has their own. They
you
have
feel
their
me?
superpower.
It's like so to say better. Like that's why I hate like when people are like, oh, like what's your list? What's your this? What's that? It's like, yo, there's so much music. It's so hard to do that.
So much.
But like
I get it.
Yeah. But no, he's definitely like top 3 for sure.
Top 3.
Top 3. Because like honestly, like I would even say like Absol. Like a lot of people don't know about Absol, but like, oh my God.
I missed the 2013, 2012 Absol. That's when music was like, it was enjoyable.
If you know, you know.
Yes.
If you know, you know.
Oh man. Hey man, I love the answers. So now, when you make music, you start the process. Like, how long does it usually take you to make that song? Like, all right, we could do the song, but then you could do the album. So, like, when you're making a song, how long is that taking you from the day you say, okay, I'm going to make this song right now? How long does that usually take you?
Oh, that depends on the song. I'll tell you what, there's been songs that I'm still working on from 2021.
Okay.
And then there's been times I've been in studio sessions with people and I've had verses written before they were done recording their verses.
Have you ever had to like, was there like a song like you made and then when you heard it over again, you like, no, I could remake this into something 2 times, 3 times. Like it's going to hit harder, way harder than this. Have you ever did that?
I feel like when I first started, I did that.
Yeah.
But one thing that I'm learning is that stop wasting time trying to make a perfect product and just make the product. Because at the end of the day, it's like if you're so afraid to take the jump, you're never going to leap. You know what I mean? If you get so caught up on like this has to be the perfect song, that's an unrealistic expectation for yourself.
Yeah.
That's not even
It's
fair.
like you're holding yourself back.
That's not even fair to you. It's like that's the beauty of art. It's not going to be perfect to everybody. Not everybody's going to like it. In fact, most people won't. You know what I mean? We have 7 billion plus on this planet. There's going to be a good majority of people who are always not going to like what you do, that are always not going to be in your favor.
Right.
But do you like it?
Right.
Did you have fun?
That's all that matters.
You know what I mean? It's like you're going to reach somebody. And put it like this, and so many people are so focused on reaching everybody that you may not realize you may have reached one person that really needed to reach. You know, I learned that a lot with doing my Roseamp hip-hop nights and stuff like that. Like, I was just talking to a couple artists about it the other day. They're like, yo, bro, like, you know, you were the first person to, like, give me a performance that didn't charge me, like, $500. Or, like, you know, I had to sell 100 tickets just to get a 5-minute slot. They're like, yo, bro, I just texted you on Instagram and, like, you know, you gave me a slot. And, like, you know, everybody at the show followed me afterwards. And, like, you know, everybody's been supporting me afterwards. And I was like, that's what I wanted. That's what I want. I want to actually bring this community together through music. Because at the end of the day, it's like, a lot of people in this area need to be humble. It's one of those things where it's just like at the end of the day, we're not, again, like I said earlier, nobody's buying their mama house yet. Nobody's over here at that level of success. You're not sending no kids to college yet. Nobody has those accolades yet. Not around here. You know what I mean? And it's like, and if you do, God bless you. You know what I mean? But it's one of those things where it's like, we can do that together. But if we keep moving separately, it'll never happen. And that's the problem. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when I did shows, there was no, this person was beefing with this person, da-da-da. It was one of those, we came here to perform. We came here to have a good time, enjoy the music. You know what I mean? And it's like, if you got problems, hit the door.
Yes.
I don't got time for none of that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't got no beef with nobody.
Yes.
I don't got no problems with nobody. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm just trying to put on for me and the people I care about. You know what I mean? And we need to do that as a community more. I see so much division, and I'm just like, you don't understand. We have strength in numbers. Everybody thinks because we are in such a small town that they're like, oh, we can't get stuff done. We can't get this. No, if we put the beef aside, stop worrying about who fucked this person or blah, blah. Oh, can I curse on him?
Hey, you good.
but you know what I mean, though? It's just like, you know, it's like people always worried about the wrong stuff.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They're worried about the wrong stuff. We got a lot of talented people. We got engineers, we got beat makers, we got songwriters, we got people who have venues, we have photographers, videographers, we have all these people. We have everything we need for everybody to succeed out here. But if we keep moving separately, we'll never do it.
You know, one of the things that I see, to go off of what you're saying, because I totally agree with you, it's the competition of wanting to be better than the next person. It's the competition of well, I want to say this is necessarily a competition, but it's also the fear of missing out too. You know, there's a lot of comparison where people, you get it. Yeah, there's people you look up to. There's positions that you want to be in. There's things that you see as goals that you want to work for. Some people might be there. Some people are not. You know, it's how much work are you willing to put in individually to push yourself there. Nothing is going to get handed to you. You have to put the work in yourself.
Absolutely.
You, as a person, I know you know that because I see it through your work. And I
was going to say, like I said, the only competition you need to be having is the competition with yourself. Are you better than you were yesterday? Are you better than you were last year? Are you better than you were 5 years ago?
Yeah.
That's what you need to be competing with.
Yes.
You feel me? It's just like, I don't compete with nobody out here, because at the end of the day, I want to see you win too.
Yes.
There's no competition if I want you to win too.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like that's what this is about. I don't want to, like, you know what, because I may not like somebody or you may not like me or whatever. You got a family. You might have a family, potentially building a family. I want to see blessings on everybody.
Yes.
You feel me? It's like, so we need to start competing with ourselves and not other people.
Yes.
You know, be better than you were yesterday.
Amen to that. Now, I do want to ask you this. There's a younger fan who's inspired by your work. What advice do you have for this young rapper who looks up to you and wants to follow your footsteps? What is the best advice you can give to that person?
You will only succeed if you show up. You will only succeed if you show up. You will fail. You will do things not the way you want them to. You will not get things immediately, but you will never succeed if you don't show up. If you are able to push through the adversity, you will get to the success. That's the only way to do it. 10,000 hours of practice and a delusional ideology that you can make it. You have to delusionally want it.
Yes.
Because there's going to be everybody in the world, down to your own family, down to your own friends, of people who are going to look you in the face and be like, nah, you can't do that. Why not? I only have one life. And what? I'm supposed to work at fucking Applebee's or Rite Aid or whatever the fuck I'm doing for the rest of my life?
No.
I mean, I get it. Do what you need to do. Absolutely. I'll never knock anybody for having to do what they need to do. But never put your dreams on hold because somebody else is too afraid to chase theirs.
I like that. Because as I was saying earlier, it ain't about the music. Your bars, outsiders keep assuming. Bad friends keep mooching. Good people I keep losing. Better future I'm pursuing.
I feel it ain't about the music.
I love it.
It's all real shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 107.5 The Diamond. You already know where hip-hop's... It's Diamond City's finest. We here. We here. You already know DJ Nas here. 107.5 The Diamond, where hip-hop shines the brightest. Diamond City's finest. We here on a Saturday. We got my boy Dezypher in here.
Sir, yes,
got
sir.
some good talks. Yo, I love it. I love every answer you gave so far, man. I really appreciate you coming, honestly.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you guys for having me, man.
Oh, definitely. So I'm closing up. Just want to get more about you.
All right.
When you have people hear your music, what type of impression do you want them to have? How do you want them to feel? How do you want them, like, when they hear Dezypher's music, how do you want them to process?
I mean, I want to say that I feel like every one of my songs is pretty straightforward to the point. So it's like, you know, I talk about things I've been through. I talk about previous relationships. I talk about just how I feel about certain topics. So it's like whatever I'm talking about, it's one of those, it's like, nah, it's like somebody else feel like that. Like, you know what I mean? It's like whenever like you listen to that good song, it's like, damn, I thought only I felt like that. That's what I want.
Okay.
That's what I want. I want to be like, oh, nah, I really feel that. Like, you know, just like I'm a real person at the end of the day. You know what I mean? This ain't no AI. This ain't no chat GBT. You know what I mean? It's like I'm a real person with real experiences. And you are too. So it's like, just so you know, it's like you ain't alone, even when you feel like you are.
Yeah. Seeing other rappers who are in the same lane as you, what is one thing that you could say it could help? Like, what is one way you could help other artists? I should say it like that. I was wording it wrong. What is one way you would be able to help other artists? Younger artists, I should say.
All right. Well, one thing that I would say, like me personally, or just like some advice?
You could go advice.
Like I said, advice-wise, like I said before, it's like you just got to keep showing up. You got to keep working, and you got to keep persevering. Never be afraid to experiment. And as far as like working with artists, like, you know, like in our town, we just got to unify. We gotta use our talents together. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be as hard for people to get venues or get shows or get that, because we have what we need to put them on.
Yes.
But, you know, everybody is more focused about making a dollar or like, you know, making a lot of dollars.
Yes.
It's like, nah, we don't come from a town that's got too much exciting things going on.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's very easy to make a show every Friday.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And there's a lot of artists, and like, you know, like I said, every week, that's opportunity. I'm not saying to give the same people the same shows.
Right.
Rotate them. Give everybody a chance.
Yes.
Organize it out. You know what I mean? Let everybody get their chance to shine. That's why I really do miss the Keystone stage, because it was like they gave me a shot like nobody else.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like I said, I went to their open mic nights for 3 years straight. You know what I mean? And they were like, we want to do some hip hop shows, but we need somebody to, organize them. I was like, I'll do it. I like, I had very minimal experience of running shows, and I was like, nah, I'm not wasting this opportunity. I learned. I did what I needed to do.
You adapted to that role.
I have to.
Yes.
I have to.
Okay.
And it's just one of those things where it's just like, again, I would reach out to people on social media or people I'd meet and like, I'd be like, yo, send me your music. Let me hear something. If I like it, I'm like, yo, let's get you on here, man.
Yeah.
And like, and I would never, and just to clarify, I'm not saying that I only accepted people if I like love their music, because obviously perspective is perspective. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But like, but I also wouldn't let somebody embarrass themselves either.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
Right.
if somebody was like, yeah, I want to perform, they play me some of their music. I'm like, I'm not saying you can't perform. I'm just saying you should show me some better songs that you should bring up.
The most professional, you got it.
You know what I mean? Because like I said, I want to see everybody shine, and like I said, there's levels to this, and everybody's on a different level, and that's okay.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like that's just really what we need to do. We need to unify.
Okay.
We need to unify, and it needs to not be as hard or so clicky when it comes to like shows and performances and stuff like that. It needs to be more opportunities for artists, and we have the power to do it.
Yes.
And that's what it ultimately boils down to. We can do it. It's just a lot of people are choosing not to.
I love that. I really love that. What part of your career, your journey, that you're proud of, but you don't talk about much?
That's a good one. That is a good one. I would definitely say one of my like proudest things involving my musical journey is that I know how many artists I have connected with in this journey. And a lot of people wouldn't work with as many artists as I have. You know what I mean? It's like I said earlier, it's a lot of selfishness. It's a lot of not looking out for people. And stuff like that, you know what I mean? Or a lot of like, I need $100 for this, or I need $1,000 for that, or whatever. It's like I've basically worked with people like once I've seen your intentions are genuine, we could work. It don't matter what we got to do. What's the plan? What's the move? Let's do it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So that's probably the thing that I'm most proud of, because it's like everybody can hit numbers and accolades and stuff like that. I have over 100,000 streams on Spotify. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like the fact that I was able to work with so many artists over these last couple of years, and the fact that they came back to me and be like, yo, bro, like just how you always extended that arm, how you always just been there when nobody else would give me a chance. I appreciate that. Like, and it's just like, that's what I want to do.
Well, some doors
like,
close, others open.
Like that's what actually like the symbolism behind Roseamp even is. Roseamp is my music group, and it's growth through music. That's what the Rose Amp is for. It's like growth through music, and I want to amplify it to the world. That's what I want to do. And because everybody deserves a shot, whether it's like you get that one chance from somebody else or whatever, I'm going to do whatever I can.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's just what I want to do.
Right. What was the hardest moment in your journey so far?
Like, dude, there's been times I've been hungry, broke, legally homeless. You know what I mean? I'm not too proud to say it. I've had tough moments. I've had a lot of tough moments. Moments that people wouldn't even know about. I don't even talk about. You know what I mean? It's just like, and that just really goes to show you, it's just like, no matter what you're actually going through, you survive 100% of your worst days. If you made it to the next day, that means you made it through the hardest situation you've ever been through.
Storms don't last forever.
I've had so many bad things happen to me that would have taken people out. They would have given up. They would have stopped. They would have used that as an excuse and stuff like that. It's just like, nah, as long as I'm here, as long as my heart's beating, I'm going to keep going. Because there's people who don't wake up every day. And the fact that we take that blessing for granted is a shame.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you're always going to go through struggles and obstacles, but the fact that God gave you another day, you need to use that.
Yeah.
You need to.
You know, one of my favorite sayings is God doesn't give you any things that you wouldn't be able to handle.
Amen.
So obviously, if you going through it, he knew you could be able to handle it. You just had to find the answer and find the way, and you push through.
And a lot of things, and something that a lot of people can't admit to themselves is that you are your biggest obstacle.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many things that go bad in the world, but the thing that holds you back the most is when you tell yourself, I can't do this. When I'm not going to do this, I don't feel like it. You are your biggest obstacle, and you always will be. Everything else around you, it may hurt, it may sting, it may try to take you down, but only you are the one that is going to determine if you make it or not.
And in your opinion, how does one build that confidence, to have that courage to do that?
It's a choice.
It's a choice.
It's a choice. Because I can't say that, like, you're going to go through a situation that, like, I would handle and be like, I'm going to just rub that off. You know what I mean?
Right.
Pain is very subjective to the person it affects. And you just have to make that choice of, regardless of if you feel like you've been broken down to your last, it's like, nah, I'm going to get back up. It's like, you know, you can be the most confident person in the room and still be terrified.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
Yo,
you feel me?
Real.
Put it like this. I've had multiple moments where, like, my friends would finally see me break down for the first time, and they'd be like, yo, bro, I thought you was like rock solid. I'm a human, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a person.
It can only take so much.
It's like, you know what I mean? It's not a matter of building confidence or, like, you know what I mean? That's just part of the journey.
Yeah.
But you just have to make that choice every day you wake up.
Yeah. Now, question, what now, when you make those choices, you got to make some sacrifices.
Oh yeah, that's the biggest part.
What sacrifices, if you would like to share, what's one sacrifice you had to make so you know your career is aligned the way you want it to be?
Cutting off people that you would have never cut off. A lot of people are so afraid to break relationships. They're so afraid to not remove people from their life. It's never not love when you have to do that, but there are moments where people are poison, and if you allow them to still be around, you have nobody to blame but yourself. Because
That boy talking. Real.
and
that is real.
it's one of those things where it's like, yo, I've had to not talk to friends that, like, you know, we've always said, like, yo, we gonna be like this. And it's never out of, like, oh, I don't love you anymore, I don't respect you, none of that. It's just one of those, it's like, you have to protect your own peace because no one's going to do it for you.
Right.
No one will ever protect your peace for you. No one can protect your peace for you. It's impossible.
I feel like, you know, I'm glad we talking about this right now because I'm learning at the same time, because I know there's still things like that I still need to, like, learn.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you saying this, because I'm like, yo, I never even thought of it like that.
You have to continue to learn. You have to want to learn. You know what I mean? It's
Yes.
like, so many people always love to say that, like, oh, I'm not smart, or I'm not this, I'm not that. You
Yes.
only stop learning when you want to.
Yes.
You only stop becoming smarter when you want to.
Right. Listening to the next, you know, it's like we were saying earlier, like, you have to have, like, the common sense to, like, make your own judgment.
Yeah,
to, like,
the information of other people, the knowledge in your head, common sense. Mix all those together. That's the best way to do anything.
I hear that. No, it's such a crazy thing, because I feel like, you know, like, with music creators now, and I hear this all the time, like, it's crazy. It's crazy how much as a creator you go through, and it's like we all will have the same goal, and it's just like it's those lessons right there that build the character you need to have to be able to succeed
Right.
in the field that you want. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
You have to put work in. Can't, you know, and sometimes, though, I ain't gonna lie, it do be hard feeling. It does get emotional, because you'll sit there and you'll ask yourself why. Like, why is this happening?
Of course.
If you, like, go in the past and you think about it, and it's like, if you made the right decisions and you made the correct, you know, moves, you wouldn't be in certain things. But, you know, obviously, if you do what you got to do, you'll be okay.
Absolutely.
Everything's gonna be okay. That's all you have to tell yourself. Is there any day one supporters you want to give a shout out to? Somebody that has been from the jump, day one, the day you started this. Somebody you want to give a shout out to, shout them out right now.
God.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
God. He's been there for me since ever.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But also, I would like to shout out my mom. My mom don't even like hip hop. She don't. But she'll listen to every single song I make, regardless of what it sounds like.
Hey, that's the part right there.
My sister Shelby, she was like, since I was still making music on SoundCloud and stuff like that, she would play my music on repeat, send me Snapchat videos of her in the car and stuff like that. We bumping your song, all that stuff. And it just goes to show you, like, because there's so many people that you've known since the playground.
Yes.
That just don't support you. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, my brother Chris, he always supported me. Like, everybody in Roseamp, like, like, that's the thing I love about the crew. It's like, it's really a family. You know what I mean? It's like, would I be open to adding more artists and stuff like that in the future? Yeah, I would. But, it's like, it's quality over quantity. Yeah. I got quality people in my corner, and they support me. I'm pretty sure I would have to fight everybody in Roseamp if I even thought about giving up on music. I'm pretty sure I would have to do
like, where you think you going?
I would have to do a calm 5v1 to get out. Yeah, and that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
But like, you got to put God before everybody. You know what I mean? And I wanna stay here now. I'm far from a model Christian.
Yeah.
Far from it. But you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's like, he has to come first. That's something my parents have always told me. That's something I've just heard so many times. It's like, and it's so true. Because at the end of the day, there really are forces that are out of our control. And it's like, if you look to him, you'll find that path.
Right.
But you got to listen.
That's a fact. Pay
you have
attention
to
to them
listen.
signs. Yes. God, he's watching and he's listening. He gonna let you know. It's up to you.
It's up to you.
You gonna make them adjustments, or you gonna keep doing the same thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yo.
But
so I know I asked this question, previously, but since we're getting close to the end here, 2026, you have a new album coming out.
Yes.
Do you have the date?
It'll be no later than Valentine's Day.
No
I do not have an official date, but it will definitely be here before Valentine's Day.
Okay. Valentine's Day. All right. Yeah, I heard it here first.
So if it comes out on Valentine's Day, that's the absolute latest.
That's
I got like 2 songs left.
Okay.
So it's like we there.
We there.
All right. I'm actually about to. It's like I'll leave here. I'm probably about to go in the studio and finish them.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Hey, we cannot wait until it drops.
I appreciate that.
This is DJ Nas 107.5 The Diamond, where hip-hop shines the brightest. Diamond City's finest. Interviewing Dezypher. You already know. Catch you next time.